Hey friends, so I just wanted to take this opportunity to share one of my hilarious stories when it comes to dating in the Philippines. I was actually going to bring it up in the last video, but I totally forgot, and I just figured I could just dedicate one video really quickly to this. So this happened a year ago, and it was just one of my trips. It was near the end of it, and I didn't know like what to do for the last couple of days. So I just thought, I'm just gonna go roam around. Usually I go with like a friend and we like travel, and I'm not like alone or anything. But when it's the last couple days, I'm not really sure what to do. I'm just gonna go to like the next city that's close by and then just like see like what's there. So I figured I'll just roam around, I'll just shop, and we'll see what happens. I was just trying to look for like a pair of socks in one of the stores, and I knew exactly where they were, but I played dumb because I saw this like really beautiful girl working, and I thought I'd ask her where those are, and she can help me out. So she was really nice, she helped me out, she smiled. I think she knew exactly like that I knew where they were, but I was like, hey, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. By the way, like, are you single? Like, are you with anyone? And she said no. And I said, that's great. I said, unfortunately, I would love to take you out on a date, but I'm going to be gone for a while. But I'll come back very soon, and I promise that we'll go on a dinner date. In the meantime, can I have like your Facebook or something like that? And she's like, yeah. So we shared contacts, and we were chatting while I was back in my home country. And, we planned for me to go on a date. And her city wasn't like that interesting to say. It was really small, but I thought maybe I could just buy a second helmet and then like take her with me to Davao City. And I could have sworn I said that. I think I said it over a call. I didn't actually text it, but she just must have like not heard me, because when I got there, we met and I handed her the helmet and I say, hey, let's go to Davao City. And she is just like freaking out. She says like she's not comfortable going with me. And I'm just like, oh, that's okay. Like, I misunderstood you. Like, we can just, there's a McDonald's right next to us. Like, do you want to just have a McDonald's date for the first time? And then maybe we can think of something next time. And she just could not shake. It must have spooked her, because she could not shake herself out of it. Like, so she was just like wanting to go home. And so I was just like, hey, I understand. I just want to offer this. I could take you back home if it's, whatever, or I can pay for your fare. And she's like, no, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just really sorry. So, what I did was I handed her 100 pesos and she refused to do it. And I felt so bad. So I tossed a 100 peso bill like into her purse. Like, I just kind of like threw it in there, and then, it landed, and, she just didn't seem really happy, and I just left. So I gave it like a week. Or a week later, I wasn't contacting her, and then she messages me. So, she's the one that's still wanting to talk to me. So I just said, hey, like, are you sure? Because I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. And she goes, yeah, I'm sure. Let's meet. And I was like, okay. So I drive all the way back over there, and I go to see her in the same spot. And it was kind of hilarious because she was like across the street this time. And then she was like, we were on the phone, and she was like telling me to come over to her. And I was like, no, like, I'm already parked here. Just like walk over, it's not a big deal. Just come over here. And she's like, no, you come over here. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I'll just wait for you. And then I hang up the phone, because I'm not about like back and forth. Like, I'll just be like, hey, I'm just going to wait for you. Click. And then it took like 5 or 6 minutes later, she finally walks over, and I was like, hey, what's up? And she's like, where's the helmet? And I was like, oh, I didn't bring the helmet this time. I just thought, since you were uncomfortable going with me to Davao, I figured we could spend some time here where you're most familiar. I said, do you want to just do like a McDonald's date again? Like what we tried last time? She's like, no, I want to go to Davao City with you now. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, but no, like, I want to make sure that this is good and that we just are comfortable with each other. And she was like, no, you need to take me now. And she's yelling, and the men around me, I'm starting to actually get a little bit nervous, because the men around me are kind of looking over, and they're not really understanding like what's going on. So when I'm sensing that, I'm just like, shoot, like, what do? I don't want to get in trouble. So out loud, I yell, hey, I'm not comfortable taking you back or taking you to Davao. Like, you're staying here. And that's when, like, I think the men backed off because they started realizing, like, okay, like, this is her throwing the fit, and he's not trying to kidnap her. He's actually trying to keep her, like, there. So that was my strategy, and it worked. But she still persisted and was like, no, you're taking me to Davao. And I was like, no, listen, if you don't want to, like, have a date here, that's fine, I will go. I said, but we should have a date here first, and then we'll go to Davao City if, things are working out fine. But I'm not comfortable taking you anymore. And she's like, no, you're taking me. So I just smiled, and I put on my helmet, and I just drove away. And I didn't think really anything of it. Well, another week passes by, and, she's texting me, and she's telling me that she's sorry, and that I should give her a chance. And I'm just like, listen, like, look, I'm not wanting to fight. I'm, like, a really easygoing guy. It's just that when I'm making these decisions, I'm thinking of you, not just myself. Like, I think that we should have a date in your city first. Are you okay with that? And she's like, yeah, that's okay. So we're figuring it out. But then, like, the text messages got really weird. Like, this was through Messenger. And I found out that this isn't completely the person that I'm talking to. So all of a sudden I'm just getting, like, a F you, like, text message. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Well, I'm realizing, like the messages are getting, like, deleted and stuff like that. And it's, like, cursing at me, and then it gets deleted really quickly. And, like, I'm finding out, like, that it's actually her boyfriend, and he has access to her Facebook account, and he's been reading our messages back and forth. So he's like, F you, you're ruining my relationship, you're ruining my life, I will kill you. And so I was just like, I messaged back through her. I was like, look, like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't know she had a boyfriend. I apologize, but you can block me if you want. I will not talk to her again, I swear. And he's still cussing at me and stuff like that. And I blocked her. So I already told the story about me blocking someone else, but yeah, I had to block her too. And I think that just kind of shows you is that, you can go there and you can get to know somebody, but you really need to be there, and you really need to, like, see things play out, because eventually things will get more and more revealed to you about really a person's story and their character. So I hope that was, like, a good lesson, but thanks.